everyone. Welcome back to the Nintendo Prime Podcast. I know, we skipped a week. It's crazy. Welcome to our new set, everybody. I'm your host, as always, Nathaniel Janc. To my left and your guys' right is Mr. Eric Moore. How's it going, buddy?
Good. Hello, everybody.
Oh, man. How
good to be back. That's 2 weeks for me.
2 weeks for you, yeah, right?
Yeah.
I was almost to the point that I'm like, oh, we're not going to skip a week. And then this place was chaos.
Yeah.
There was no way in heck we couldn't skip. People were like, oh, use the old set. It just...
There was no old set.
There was no old set. There was no house. There was no nothing. It was a pain in the butt. But whatever. Hopefully everything's sounding good. Is everything sounding good? There's a couple issues in the studio now that didn't exist before because there's less in here. Such as the fact that now we're talking into the abyss.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
So I don't know how it sounds to you guys. Like, to me, I can hear it kind of coming back, but I have no idea what it sounds like on the mics. I have a noise suppression thing on that's supposed to fix it. So hopefully we're sounding good, right? We're sounding good. I hope so. Let me know. You guys let me know in the chat. I won't get to know until after the show. All right. We have a lot to talk about because, of course, all the big news has to happen while the studio's down, right?
Right.
Just slap that big news all the hell up in here. So where do we start? Should we just go with let's go with the because I got like 4 different topics to talk about. Yeah. And we're only going to be doing this for about an hour and a half, maybe, guys. We're going to keep it a little short today because obviously we're starting this super late because it took us pretty much this long just to even get set up. So,
yeah.
Because, the studio's still even being worked on. Like, you guys might be wondering, where the heck's the studio tour vlog that you promised, Nate? The studio's not done. We're still waiting on some stuff to arrive. The studio isn't done. Once it's completely done, that's when the tour is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait to show you guys this studio. Ugh!
Not going to lie, dude. It's sexy.
Yeah, and the big thing... because some people said, what do you think needed to change about the studio? Simplicity.
Mm-hmm.
Too complicated, shit everywhere. Constantly worrying about things falling off, things not working right. Having issues with our audio, just our mics consistently working, which, by the way, we had issues trying to set it up until we stopped being idiots and just did it the way we should have did it in the first place. And now the audio is working great. We have a brand new audio interface, properly mounted and seated correctly, so we don't have to worry about bumping into it all the damn time.
Yeah.
And
not zip tied to the table.
Not zip tied to the table. You guys, you have no idea. Yeah. The set that we built,
jerry rigged the crap out of the last
set that we built for E3 that we continue to use over the last 8 months was held together by a hope and a prayer.
Yeah.
Zip ties, like these tables connected by zip ties. The one cable that we needed that if it messed up, our entire thing screwed up, zip tie, duct tape. Like literally I had a piece of gum holding one of the wires together for the audio line that if it disconnected, I couldn't hear the guest. So this is how insane the old, like, you guys couldn't see any of this, by the way. Now, if you wonder, why were there all these issues? And then somewhere along the line, because we held it together the way that we did, I broke our audio interface. So there's that.
Whoop.
Eric broke mic arms. So
Whoops.
Now we have different ones.
I'm strong.
So yeah, oh man. It's it is what it is. We've had a hell of a time getting to this point where things are basically done, quote unquote, right. There is a slightly better way that I might change how we do the cables in the future. But for right now, it's as good as it's going to get. And that'll be a change probably a year from now where I go, okay, now we got some money. Let's invest in this and do it right and simplify our cable runs a little bit. But like we got cables running across the ceiling now instead of everything being on the floor. Mwah! Ucho. Anything that's on the floor has a proper actual like cable runner so we don't trip over it. We have brand new floors in here. We can roll our chairs now, everybody.
We actually got new wheels coming for the chairs,
We have new wheels coming for the chairs as well, so we'll actually be seated up a little bit higher, which will allow us to change the angle so you guys can actually see some of the table right now, because on the shot you guys see, you guys don't actually see the table.
We're floating.
We're kind of floating. So that's going to change as well once we get the new rollers in, because we're going to angle the camera down a bit more. It's going to be awesome. I can't wait. And obviously, one of the big things you guys see is this giant screen behind us.
Heck yeah.
That was no just willy-nilly purchase. I'm not going to get into the specifics of what this thing costs, but it is a 75-inch, and it's got every feature known to man.
And then some.
And then some. Now, some of that is just for my own viewing pleasure. Watch sports, play video games. But for the purpose of this, color accuracy, a massive ability to adjust 1 billion settings to make it look this good. And by the way, what you're seeing bouncing back here, yeah, you guys might know that as the intro to the podcast. That's actually not what we have. Custom, like, special backgrounds coming. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be running on this thing during the podcast. It's going to be wonderful. And if you guys ever see me sit at this for a standard video, well, yeah, we'll probably put some cool stuff back there as well. So I'm really stoked. I'm really excited. Things aren't completely done. You see, like, there's this blank white thing here. Yeah, we got some ideas running for that. Also, the set, by the way, there's now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets, technically. However, I will note you're not going to see the 5th set very often. But for live streams now, I got a completely different setup for live streams. I can't wait to show you guys that. One thing, though, Eric, I did notice when I was testing out the live streams, we got to move that closer.
Okay.
So we'll worry about that later, but yeah, it's got to move closer.
Okay, fair enough.
But at least we know where the studs are, so that's not a problem. Now we can just basically move to the other side of the lane. That'd be fine. You guys don't know what I'm talking about yet? Yeah. You will find out
next
time I live stream. It's gonna be actually next time I live stream I probably won't use it because I'll be showing off the studio. Walking
my not straight cable runs. Oops.
So let's get into some topics here because again a lot of big news happened. We'll start with this is one that I just found to be interesting as a general, not necessarily a Nintendo topic, but as a general, companies like to screw you over. I think we've all known this for a while, right? The big companies, doesn't matter if it's Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, doesn't matter if it's, Apple or anybody, anybody. Even sometimes big YouTubers like to rip people off all the time. I'm not going to name anyone specifically, but it happens. Scams are a thing. And a particular person, a content creator, a small content creator, got screwed over. Now everything's turning out roses in this whole situation. Reminds me of Boomstick Gaming back in the day. If you guys remember that situation where Philip Mewson was plagiarizing him. And now because of everything that happened, she's going to have more than she could ever dream of and is a lot of success at the moment. But this person, I'm going to bring up the information right now. This person got screwed over by a computer company. This company, she won a giveaway, essentially. Let's get into the exact details here on this. I just had this up, and of course I don't have it ready. Artisan Computers basically ran a live giveaway, and this person was drawn as a winner. And during the live stream, this streamer, this poor girl, 23 years old, immediately starts checking her social profiles. Oh, well, she's only got 2,000 followers on Twitch. Oh man, let me check her Twitter. Let me check the Facebook. Let me check she doesn't even have 5,000 total. I can't give her this. And this is all happening live as the owner of Artisan Computers to say this. Can't give it to her. By the way, there were no stipulations that you had to have a certain following. The only stipulation that was publicly available for this giveaway for a custom computer they were building right there during the live stream was that one, obviously you got to be following, subscribe to them, all that stuff. And that two, you needed to be basically their version of memberships. You had to be a member. And she was. And it's funny, they got to the point where like he's trying to find all these reasons to disqualify. First saying that she doesn't even live in the United States. Turns out she does. She lives in Texas. So, and why? Because of her name. It just literally read her name and just blatantly assumed you're not from America. So that's always a fun one. Nice. And then after, okay, she's in the U.S. Oh, good, that's good. Cheap shipping. It's like, okay, no one wants to hear how cheap the shipping is. It's a giveaway. It was either open worldwide or it wasn't, right?
Yeah, right.
Whatever. So it gets to the point where talking about just finding a reason to disqualify her. Guess what? Oh, I see. Oh, you've only been part of our membership for 3 months. Okay,
So?
giving you free money for 3 months. That's like becoming a member on our channel by hitting that join button, right? Like, or becoming a member on our Patreon, patreon.com/channel. Like, it's free money for the creator. Like, we're creating content, and but we create this content whether you're a member or not. So 3 months, and I just checked your profile, no clicks. You haven't clicked on any of our links to our website. So, yeah, sorry, you're disqualified. Needless to say, she publicly posted this because the biggest thing was just watching for like 15 minutes as the owner of this artisan computer company just started making her try to feel like shit. You're a piece of shit. You're unworthy. Your followers and user base are dumb and not worthy of our attention. As you're coming up with 15 minutes of ramble for someone who won a giveaway. Now, look, you can run whatever parameters you want for a giveaway. If you want to say you have a certain social following, by the way, they required, to enter the people that were that had a social following or whatever. They required you to put links to their products on your page. So she's advertising them to even enter the giveaway.
Wow. That's whoa.
It's really fucked up. You guys know we do free giveaways all the time, right? It happens all the time. Yeah, sure. Be subscribed. All that. Cool. But I'm not about to dissect your life to determine if you're worthy of being given this computer. Which, by the way, computer parts are hard to come by. And then at one point, he looks up. He looks at glances at her rig on the live stream and goes, "Oh, your rig slaps. This would be a downgrade for you, anyways." Doesn't matter what it would or wouldn't be.
Right.
She won it.
And
by the way, downgrade? Okay, she's streaming and gaming off the same computer. The best setup for PC streaming is to run the game on a separate computer. So you have a separate streaming PC and then they run the game so the streaming doesn't affect your gameplay.
Yeah.
That's actually the best way to do. So there's a reason to have 2 computers. I know this. I've got 1, 2, 3 computers running right now. 4 on his laptop.
Yeah.
Multiple computers make streaming easier.
Yeah.
And most people aren't fortunate enough to do that. So whatever excuses, it was so stupid. And of course, she put it out on Twitter, probably not expecting to get any traction. 26,000 likes, 12,000 retweets later. Intel even responding on Twitter. Intel, the CPU manufacturer, responding on Twitter about it. Everything obviously worked out in the end because she got so much attention over this. Artisan Computers got blasted. Artisan Computers lost some of their sponsorships. It was insane. I don't even know if the company's going to survive this because they were a small, pre-built company.
No, yeah.
And it's funny because credit to Jay's 2 cents, of course, because Jay's 2 cents first immediately when he saw the story, he retweeted and said, "Don't worry, I'll give you a computer."
Nice.
Jay's 2 cents is awesome. I don't know if you guys know, he's in the tech world, million plus subscribers. So he did his thing and called up EVGA and got them to donate some parts, including a 3080 Ti, and built her the sickest rig basically that you could build without getting into the upper echelon of like Threadripper level. So a 5950X, which by the way, 5950X is better than what I got. I got a 5900. I'm running a 6700 XT. She's got a 3080 Ti, 32 gigs of RAM. I can't remember. A 2 terabyte NVMe drive. Like, he went balls to the wall. This is a computer to make you drool.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, this is stupid. And yeah, legitimately is shipping it out to her, like, I think on Thursday or something. So, yeah, this is awesome. Like, kudos to him. And I know other companies have maybe reached out to her. I have no, like Jay's 2 cents kind of infer that other people might be reaching out. But think about that for a moment, man. Dude, how screwed up is that? Like, congrats to the internet coming together and like correcting an obvious wrong.
Right. Sometimes the internet is good for that.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry. She's 23. No need to insult her
Doesn't matter what
following. Okay, so she's got 2,000. Okay, so if I would have entered, I guarantee you, if I would have entered this giveaway for a PC, and I had only been a member for 1 month, but then he saw how big my channel was, significantly bigger than their following, he would have been, oh, wait a second, whoa, exception, because you can promote my product.
Yeah.
No, you don't worry. Like, I understand that businesses have to worry about this, and I get sometimes the point of doing a giveaway is to grow the business, but you need to start looking at growing the business as an organic type of growth, not a, oh, we're going to grow it by one, gatekeeping the giveaway to only people who pay us.
Yeah.
And then two, like, it's fine if you want to do separate giveaways for those members, fine.
Right.
But gatekeeping a PC giveaway, that's a big giveaway. Okay, and maybe gatekeep like, oh, okay, we're going to give away a power supply. You know, we're going to give away a hard drive. You know, maybe we're going to do a mouse, keyboard, webcam combo. Something like, not, you know, a $1,500 product. Okay, open it up and just say, all you got to do is follow us, right? Just follow us on social media and check out our products on our website. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to spend any money. You grow your following. You get more customers. You build consumer trust by seeing them that you're professionals in your field, that you put together really good computers and charge a good price. Build trust. And you could actually grow your business. But anyways. So it's neither here nor there. I don't know how the company. It's funny because the person who owns it came out on Twitter and put out this big long response, apologizing and saying, "Yeah, what I say doesn't represent the company. You're the CEO."
Yeah, it does.
On your live stream.
Yeah, it does.
It's your company.
Yeah, it does.
The guy's a tool.
Yep.
And this is the first time I've even seen anything of his, and the way that he was talking to this person who gave him free money for 3 months, a membership fee for 3 months, and the way that he was treating her, what the fuck? So I don't know. It all works out in the end for her, and now she went from 2,000. I think she's got 17,000 plus on Twitter now, and I don't even know how much on Twitch. A bunch.
So now she's good for the.
Basically, it like Move to Gaming blew up because of the controversy, and now she did. So it's all a positive in the end for her. So it actually ended up being better for her that this happened, but this shouldn't be why this crap happens.
Yeah.
This should not be why. So
that's just dumb.
And the thing is, this is not even uncommon. I'm not gonna call it anyone. I know about 4 YouTubers for sure that I've caught red-handed running fake giveaways. And I've reported every single one of them to YouTube. 2 of the channels got deleted. Breaks YouTube's TOS. You can't run fake giveaways. I've been saying this forever. For everyone who calls my giveaways fake, I've been doing them for 2 years. I can't run fake giveaways.
Yeah.
It breaks YouTube's TOS.
Yeah.
My channel's deleted if I run fake giveaways. So, like, sorry. Sometimes it will take me a while to get you the product, but you're going to get it.
Yeah.
It took me like 4 months to get the person this PS5. Got it. It took me like, I don't know, was it 6 months to get all the E3 stuff shipped up? People still got it. Mm-hmm. It's taking me a bit here to get all the stuff from Prime Giving out. I got it all back in the room now that everything's all organized, and it should be shipping out here next week. Either way, hey, you're going to get your products. And now I have my full legal terms and conditions out. They give me a really massive time frame to get out your products. So something crazy like 5 years. It won't take me 5 years. But it's there to protect myself and the business. But anyways, yeah, it's crazy, man.
It's just stupid. Be nice to people.
Don't be an asshole.
It doesn't cost anything.
It's a public giveaway. Don't be an asshole.
Yeah. Well, it can cost things if you're an ass to people. Because
I'll give you here. You want to know how sweet this is? So next week, we're very likely teaming up with Best Buy to do a giveaway. Okay, Mar 10 Day is coming up, right? Mar 10 Day, Mario. And Nintendo's going to have a number of games 20% off. Basically all the Mario games, 20% off. And yeah, we'll have an affiliate link code that you can use to buy it, and it's like a 22% kickback to us, but you don't have to buy it. No pressure. But the thing is, that's cool. Okay, cool. We get that little 22% kickback if people buy. Mm-hmm. But not only that, Best Buy is kicking in $200 that I can pick out which games to buy with it and give it away to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
And what do they want from me? Nothing but to mention the sale that I was already going to mention on my site, on my channel anyways, because I talk about Nintendo news.
Yep.
And this is news that these games are going to be like $40-something instead of $60.
Yeah.
So I was already going to talk about it. So they're just literally saying, here's $200. Not for me.
No.
For me to spend on you guys.
Right.
Free shipping brought direct from Best Buy to you. Pretty sweet deal, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
That's a company doing it right.
Mhm.
Look at the promotion they're getting already, and it hasn't even happened, for something that just makes sense and hurts nobody. There's no guarantee they're getting sales out of this.
Yeah, no.
There's not like, oh, we're only giving you that thing, the $200 gift card to give away things if you sell so many games.
Mhm.
No,
No.
I sell none. They don't care. Because they know the positive press alone is worth it.
Oh, yeah.
It builds consumer trust.
Yep.
So the companies doing this just piss me off
Yeah, for sure.
to the nth degree.
Yeah, no, 100%. I hate it.
Yeah. So now to Nintendo topics. I just want to get that out of the way because like it's been really itching in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God, I just want to talk about this because it really pisses me off. And it's not something that I would make a standalone video on because she doesn't stream, from what I can see, Nintendo games. She plays like a lot of shooter games. Nothing wrong with that, by the way.
No.
So moving on. Nintendo Switch 2 rumors, everybody. They're not even rumors. Leak. Nvidia got blasted. The nasty blast.
Whoops.
This last weekend. They got hacked really bad. Ransom, millions of dollars. Nvidia admitted it happened. I don't know how Nvidia is going to handle it. I assume they're just going to try to sweep it under, fix the security hole. If they can find out who did it, sue the hell out of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're going to pay him any money. But the reason is because what the person's threatening to do is basically unlock all the 3000 series GPUs to be used for mining. Nvidia kind of locked the 3000 GPUs to be less efficient at mining, so gamers would buy them instead of miners. And then they had separate mining cards. Yeah.
Whoops.
Nvidia is probably just going to go, well, we're just going to sell the card anyway, so all you're really doing is hurting gamers?
You're right.
You're not hurting us.
You're right. Yeah.
Like, threatening to unlock our cards,
Right.
creating higher demand for our product, doesn't hurt us.
Yeah.
You're hurting other people, which is a shitty thing to do. But obviously, they needed to prove that they really had the stuff, and so they sent some of the documents out, and some of those documents included something that mentioned the next generation Nintendo Switch platform, with some very fun details, such as DLSS. Okay. But it's DLS 2.2, which is the current version of DLSS. Well, that doesn't run on older, Gen 1 DLSS cards. Oh, right. Because this is running on Ampere, which is the 3000 series of graphics cards.
Holy shit.
Now we've learned some additional details. Don't take these to the bank, but if you dig through the files, you can find out, as an example, it has 12 RT cores. It's got like 1500 CUDA cores. In the end, it's pretty powerful. Now, it's power limited. It's not going to be powerful as a desktop GPU or even like a laptop version, because it's got handheld portable, but it's looking like it might be on the level. This is just preliminary looking through the documents. It might be as powerful as an Xbox Series S.
Holy shit. Wow. That's insane.
And it might even look better because DLSS is better than FSR from AMD. FSR AMD, which Nintendo's using, is just a software-based solution. DLSS is significantly better because it uses hardware specifically built for it. By the way, ray tracing mentions as well. I don't really know if we should get too excited about ray tracing. I think at the power level, it's kind of like the Xbox Series S. Oh, it has ray tracing. You really can't tell in any of the games because it's not really at the power to run ray tracing at good performance. But that is significant. And this isn't like rumors, or a reporter going out and be like, oh, I've got anonymous sources. This is NVIDIA. NVIDIA is the source. It's from NVIDIA.
Whoops.
Like, this is, yep, they have a contract with Nintendo. It's from NVIDIA. This isn't even a debatable thing. This is a thing that actually exists. It started, at least the files originated back in 2019. Okay? Now, the debate people have had is this just a Switch Pro? Is it next gen? I think it's because of the next gen. This is such a leap in technology from what the current Switch is. There's no way it's not going to be next gen. Now, by the time it comes out, there's going to be Lovelace and maybe even something past Lovelace, which is the next, GPUs and stuff coming from NVIDIA. But it'll be cheaper to manufacture at that point, too. So, and Nintendo cares all about those savings. What are your thoughts here?
Sucks to be NVIDIA right now.
I'm sure Nintendo can happy.
Nintendo, from what you said to me, they came after them pretty hard, yelling. So, yeah, it kind of sucks to be them right now. But at the same point in time, again, yeah, if you want to unlock our cards, yeah, it sounds like there's not a whole lot these guys can do that they already haven't done to really hurt the company. So at this point, it's like you played your hand, hackers. We're calling your bluff.
Well, it's not really a bluff. It's more of a, okay, yeah, we got hacked, and okay, that's a threat. Well, then
cool.
You're not hurting.
We're fixing the thing.
We'll fix the loophole you got through, and we'll move on.
Yeah, hopefully, hopefully they find it.
Yeah, and, obviously they're probably gonna try to find, try to see if they can trace and figure out who it was and take legal course. But this is still just to me like just looking at what this platform could be is kind of exciting.
Oh, for sure.
And what's interesting is at the state that it's in, and I'm going to admit right now, guys, I do not know. I'm a tech enthusiast, an enthusiast, not a professional. So I don't know all of this stuff. I'm just going off my base understanding, which could be completely wrong. So don't blast me if what I'm about to say isn't exactly how it works. So based on how far along this is, it looks like it's been taped out. And from what I understand, again, don't blast me, it basically means it's at the point that's being manufactured. Now, what's interesting there is when you consider that, it's coming soon. It's got to come in 2022 or early 2023. Sure, that's obviously a possibility. I would think if this is a true next gen device, which I presume it is, maybe Nintendo won't call it that. That's the thing. It has the technological leap to be next gen. However, will Nintendo call it that? Or will they just say this is the next Switch and it's still part of the same family?
Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, it's just part of the same family, but it just happens to be this massive leap in capability.
Switch 22.
Yeah, and they charge $399 for it or something. Like I don't know. It's all guess. Like my thing is taped out to me. That sounds great, and okay, it's in manufacturing.
Yeah.
But how do we know that taped out isn't just for dev units?
True.
And they're just making a bunch of dev units to send out, and they're going to go into mass production next year. But again, this is me not fully understanding the technical term. I looked it up. I thought there were 4 different definitions. So whatever.
Enough.
I get
Fair
it.
Enough.
I'm a tech enthusiast.
Yeah.
I like learning and using and touching, but it doesn't mean I know everything. I won't consider this like an expertise of mine. I can tell you a little bit how motherboards are made because I used to work for a motherboard manufacturer, TTM.
Yeah.
But I there's some things I also can't talk about. So
nah, dude, I want this freaking.
I want this now.
Breath
of the Wild 2. I want it before Breath of the Wild 2.
Oh, launch right along with it for holiday. Fuck it.
Oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, Eric. Now you're gonna make it when it doesn't launch this year.
I know.
Be disappointed, but as I'm playing Breath of the Wild 2, and I'm like, there's a Jaggy that might not be there in the next one.
Right.
Oh man, when it blows up on the TV,
responsibly.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
No, imagining what it looked like on PlayStation 5 instead or something.
I know.
Don't do this to me.
I want to do it. But hype responsibly.
Yes. Again, we have no idea when this is coming. Not like there was a date in there or anything.
That would be awesome.
It was worked on last week. So because one of the prevailing thoughts is when people first heard it is, just because it exists there doesn't mean they're still working on it. So it might not, be something they release. Like, hello, Pokemon Sleep. How's it going? Have you gone the way of
You're not
the
wrong.
Vitality Sensor?
You're
now?
not wrong. It is nice to actually see, though, Nintendo looking at something that is that much better, though, than the actual original Switch. Because we were thinking, the X2 possibly would be, just a small minor increment up. No, it sounds like we're jumping hardcore forward.
Yeah,
So
it does. It really does sound like it's going to be interesting to see what's happening.
It may pick up the original Switch and go, the hell
I'll
is
say
this?
But whenever this thing comes out, 2023, 2024, I have no idea, man, maybe this year. There's your direct. Oh, I'm worried about multi-platform third-party game. You don't gotta worry until the PlayStation 6 comes out. Like, this is what Nintendo's at. They're kind of playing this mid-gen game of releasing something that's powerful enough to get these games. And by the way, I will say this: when you think Xbox Series S power, that's close enough. Obviously, close enough to be able to not worry that there's not really an excuse not to bring a game over, basically. If it can run on Series S, it can run on this, right?
Right.
And Microsoft's going to make sure everything runs on Series S. So
yeah, no, for sure.
It's gonna be really interesting just to see what happens with this particular platform and the pricing and the release timing and what's it gonna look like? Like, I presume it's gonna be a handheld dock situation, but like, are they completely redesign the dock entirely so it looks totally different? Are they gonna? Are prior docks gonna be cross compatible? Which just brings into the fact that the Switch OLED has the capability to technically output a 4K signal, meaning that those docks might still be usable, forward compatible already. Nintendo might already be thinking.
Yeah.
So there's that. So there's just a whole lot to consider. All I know is when it comes to Nintendo, don't take, give. And I'm just talking about the features. Don't it's here. Guess what? Nintendo Switch Online's rebooted, and all those games you have don't work on here anymore. Like they've done with Virtual Console every single generation. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not go, we have this new server structure, but we're still going to use the old one when we launch the next system on our new games.
No.
Can we not go backwards?
Right, yeah.
Now you're going to decide to get rid of friend codes again, right? And then bring them back again after that like... Can we just stop making one step forward and 10 steps back, please? With the features.
Yeah.
You're making slow progress. So they added this thing. I don't know if you noticed on Switch because you probably don't click on the NSO app very often. They added a pseudo achievement system, sort of. They give you these tasks that you can complete, and once you complete them, you get platinum points that you can spend on custom avatars and stuff. It's a really neat thing. It's basically like My Nintendo. If you register your stuff online, it might do the My Nintendo surveys and all that. It's like My Nintendo local on your Switch. It's really cool. That's nice. It's a nice start. But can we get more? I don't want to get to the next system and you just take that away. Like, you took away Miiverse, which you should have just left and made better.
Yeah.
Took away localized voice chat and then threw it on the phone.
Yep.
Took away Miiverse and then didn't give us a way to message anybody anymore.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. No,
we can even video chat on Wii U. Holy crap.
Right. Yeah.
I'm just saying. That's something that I'm hoping that whenever this comes, it's not like, oh my gosh, we're gonna get rid of all the features and just give you the bare bones. But hey, look, the games look pretty. I know that.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But so, any final thoughts on this one?
I
did a whole video on it today.
Just give it to me now.
Now,
I want it now.
Pump it into my veins.
I want it now.
Whoa!
Right. No, I want it. That's all I can say.
That's all you can say. I just want it. I want it, and I want it now.
It's so God. Yes.
So, this next topic, it kind of can go. There's kind of two prongs to it.
Okay.
First, let's just talk about the games themselves.
Okay.
Because again, as I said, studio renovation, massive news. They decided to throw a Pokemon Direct out on Sunday.
Yeah.
And it's fine. That actually was Pokemon Day, and it was sort of expected. And I tried to live stream it to you guys. It didn't work. I did a live stream reaction after, which sounded like shit because I was in the basement of my mother-in-law's house, and it just, as bad as I think that this room actually has sound panels and has been set up for studio work.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that this doesn't sound too bad because I haven't really seen anyone complaining about it. And
I saw one in the very, very beginning. There's a small echo, but it's not noticeable.
Okay, yeah,
it's not distracting.
Which I totally expected.
Right.
Until I'm trying to convince Yulia to let me pad this up, and she said I don't want to go with these squares anymore. And I said, okay.
You do realize that that's
no, but there's other options. She's like, how about something that's white? I'm like, okay. You mean put it on the ceiling? That's fine.
Yeah.
You could buy like these wider white panels and just slap them up.
Yeah.
But it's like, I need more.
Yeah. I mean, you could put them right above us.
Like, what do we do? Like, the new floor is great, but technically the new floor is also part of the problem.
Yes, it is. I mean, if you get a big rug and put it right in the middle.
I know, the rug would probably help.
Yeah.
A rug would probably
help. I mean, if you put some sound panels right
above
us.
There's really no reason we can't just have a giant rug right
Oh, absolutely not.
Just lift this all outside.
Right, absolutely. Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, and again, studio's not done this, like I said. Yeah. There's certain things we got to fix, so this is part of it. Which, by the way, you won't hear this in the like if you guys are watching this on the Center Prime podcast channel, like, what the hell are you talking about? You're welcome. I know how to edit. I can edit the audio and fix it. So like I can't do that while live. At least I can't. I haven't figured it out yet. Someone told me there is something, a plugin I can put on OBS that will let me actually do that. Yeah. So I can eliminate it live, but
nice.
I gotta figure that stuff out. I'm too busy building.
Next week, the week after.
Well,
maybe.
We'll see. Hopefully I just don't need it. All right, that being said.
Yeah.
So this event happens. Okay, cool. We got a free update to Pokemon Legends Arceus. Okay, yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Didn't get a DLC announcement, so okay. Then instantly people started being, oh my god, look at this, it's horrible. Look at this compared to Sword and Shield and the content it got. I was like, yeah, that was paid DLC. This is a free update.
Right.
Why are we comparing?
Right.
Oh, right, because people thought this was the big announcement.
Yeah, right. Surprise!
Surprise! Generation 9 coming this year. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Yeah. So when I initially watched it, I just went, okay. Looks good. Looks like Sword and Shield, you know? Okay. Okay. All the Pokemon, okay, is this like the wild area that they did before and it's just bigger? Oh, they're showing some different zones. Maybe there's multiple wild areas. Okay, that kind of could be like Legends Arceus with multiple zones. And okay, cool. And then immediately after, tweeted out and mentioned on the official website, fully open world, including the towns. They're not like you just have one path to get in. Come in from anywhere you want, basically. Which I don't know how that works exactly. Like I saw, like there's fences. Do we have the ability to jump now? There's the ability to climb. Do we get the climbing Pokemon? Like spoiler warning, Pokemon Legends Arceus. Like what? How does this work? So it's going to be really interesting to see how this open world works. This is basically the blend of Legends Arceus and traditional Pokemon that I think anyone who thought Arceus was lacking is waiting for. And the thing is, they developed it at the same time.
That's crazy.
It's coming late. Now, they said late 2022, by the way. We'll get into a conversation with the release date later. Might have impacted a certain Zelda game, but we'll talk about that later. I want to know, you saw the trailer. What was your initial reaction? Especially now, fully open world. Like, this is the Pokemon. Like, we talked about Legends Arceus fulfilling our dreams, but then technically isn't a fully open world.
Right.
It's segmented. Open zones, which we're used to with Mario and other games. But this is it. This is this is the Breath of the Wild Pokemon.
Right.
Like we said, Legends Arceus, oh, that's the Breath of the Wild. Now, this is the next level. So thoughts?
Yeah, no, I think once I get a little bit further into Arceus, I think I will be possibly more excited for it. I'm still trying to work my way through it. Get back into it. I want to do some trading, so need to get together sometime to do that. But
I literally don't care about trading. That's why I haven't emphasized it.
Yeah, no, I know.
I literally don't care. Single player game to me. I don't need you. I'm just saying. Yeah. I know that. And by the way, everyone in the chat probably would have heard, oh, we need to get together and do some trading, and they're all probably like, Nate, trading?
Yeah.
What are you trying to cheat your way to the top? That's the only reason I trade is to cheat.
Yeah.
But no, it's okay.
Yeah.
I can trade you. I know you want all the starters. That's the big thing for you.
Yeah.
You like having all the starters.
I do.
So we can make that happen.
Yeah. And then I think once I get into it, I've enjoyed it so far. I haven't gotten, like I said, I haven't gotten too far into it, but I've enjoyed it so far. And that's kind of odd to say about a Pokemon game in a long time.
There isn't like anything specifically that you're like, I hate this.
No.
I hate
No.
that. Yeah.
No. And especially now that you kind of cleared up when we were talking last time I was on, that you don't have to complete all of the things to all the objectives inside each Pokemon to like completely unlock everything.
Nope.
So
I think that people get confused, but you can if you want.
Right.
If you're a completionist. But you don't have to.
Oh God, knowing my brain, I would have freaking did it. Oh Lord, because that's how I freaking play games.
Probably, you probably would have done it.
Oh,
definitely would have done it.
And I would have been pissed.
Yeah.
But I would have did it.
Oh, I know you would have did it.
Yeah. But it looked good. It did. I was good with it. Will it be a day one buy? Maybe, maybe not. Just depending on how far into Arceus I get, I guess. Yeah, time is one thing that I have very little of.
Yeah.
So.
And the thing is, if a certain Zelda game's coming around on the same time,
right,
it's going to be like, well, that's the priority.
What is this Pokemon thing?
What is this Pokemon thing?
I do like the starters though; those are kind of cool,
dude. Quaxel, baby.
Right,
he's the guy.
Right,
the guy. Right. I know he's just a duck.
Just a duck.
He's Donald Duck. Get it right.
Yeah, yeah.
You don't mess with the Don. You don't mess with
Give him a nickname. Don.
He probably will. That'll be like the first time in a long time that there actually is a nickname.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the Don, and he takes other Pokemon out.
It's gonna be awesome.
No, he's gonna be the one that sits the back into your bench and gives commands to the other Pokemon to go out and take out.
Yeah, he's the general.
Yeah.
He's the general.
Yeah.
He makes everyone else take the damage. He just collects the XP.
He's the Don.
The Don. Oh man. So yeah, I'm actually really excited for it. I'll probably end up getting it day one because I did play quite a bit of Legends of Arceus, and I'm still working my way through Arceus. Obviously, you would figure, oh Nate, why don't you kick back and relax with them? Because the Arceus, when I play it, it's like Zelda. I gotta sit down for long sessions. Mm-hmm. I ain't just playing for a minute or two. And I've had all this renovation, all this stuff going on, all this crazy planning. Just got actually, hey, today, Yulia finally took care of her passport so we can go on our cruise.
Oh, yeah.
We were supposed to go on last year. She actually did it. I didn't prompt her to do it. She just did it on her own. And she told them when we were planning to go, middle of June or so. And they said, no, you should have your passport by then.
Huh? That's even news to me. That's awesome.
Now, I don't have one, but I don't need one to go, technically. I'm an American citizen. So is she. Because she was adopted. It's this weird thing. Anyways, I'm probably going to get mine as well and just not worry about it. I just don't have to panic. Like if I do it next week, that, if it's not here in time, it's okay.
Or if you miss the boat. Or
I don't need it. Well, that's the thing. If you do miss the boat, that's when you do need it.
Yeah,
but
right.
I'm not going to miss the boat. It'll be fine. I know what I'm doing. Besides, get the VIP package, baby. Don't worry about that. You gotta be careful though. There's some rip-offs out there. Anyways, the point is, we're going, so it's gonna be fun. And when you go on journeys like that with your significant other, it reminds me of journeys like this in Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have to, that's a week-long venture for me and my fiance. And that's what I feel like I gotta do for games like this. Like when Breath of the Wild came out, it was like a binge fest for a week.
Yes, it was.
Okay, I had all the live streams, and then when the streams stopped, I didn't stop playing. I kept going to the point that it annoyed my now future wifey that I was spending all this time playing Zelda. I'm like, you don't understand. These things come around like once.
It's like one of the greatest games I've ever played in my life.
One, it's my favorite game of all time. Two, like a Zelda game, like a console level that we used to call it compared to handheld, but now we get handhelds on everything on one system. But the main core, massive open world, like one, never happened before besides the original Legend of Zelda, and two, once every 5 years, once every 6 years.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. And I look at, I constantly look at, okay, I turned 36 this year. So does the Zelda series. How many more 5-year periods of my life do I have? So I know how many more Zelda games I have left to play.
Ooh, that's dark.
Yeah.
That's dark.
And I go, well, if I'm in my
Ooh.
mid-30s, I could die in my 50s, so maybe 4. I could die in my 60s, maybe 5, 6. Not, there's a lot more behind me
We're
than
possibly looking at single-digit Zelda games. Ooh, that's rough.
So,
You don't measure your life in years. You measure it in Zelda
You measure
games.
your life in Zelda games. By the way, there's a ton of Zelda games over the last 30 years, but I'm not just talking about those main console ones. So, yeah, when you look at it like that, it's kind of like you understand now. Once every 5 years, I need my couple weeks, and then I'll be good. And then to this day, I could pick up Zelda now and play Breath of the Wild for a few minutes and be good.
Yeah,
but I've also put thousands in. I'm
right,
good now.
Right.
And I don't do that with every game. Some games I'll rack it up over time. Animal Crossing, Splatoon, etc. You rack up over time. But in smaller play sessions.
In those, like Splatoon, the matches are short. You can play a couple matches and be done.
Mario Kart, yeah. Just like Mario Kart.
Yeah.
So like it's nice. And a lot of my gameplay on like multiplayer games like that will come on live streams anyways. So for me to sit down with a game like this, because this game is going to be one that it's open world Pokemon, a fully open world. It's going to be demanding on your time. Legends Arceus is. But the way Legends Arceus mission structure is set up, it's kind of interesting. You can basically, it's almost set up where you can play for an hour. And then there's kind of sort of I don't know how much you guys have played of Legends Arceus, but every hour, I would say roughly in the game, there's like this point where it feels like you could just stop and be fine. And I don't know what that's going to be like in open world Pokemon. It's never existed. And my only trepidation is I hate traditional Pokemon gameplay. I just hate the repetition of it. So if it's still traditional gameplay, but just, hey, now you can go anywhere, is that going to be enough for me? See, my worry is I love Legends Arceus. But what I love
everywhere.
Well, what I love is that technically traditional gameplay's there because you have the traditional battle system, except they did the strong and weak thing or whatever. But that's fine. But you don't do it very often, so I don't get annoyed by the tedium of the battles because you don't. It's not happening every 5 seconds. And the focus is on catching, and they make catching just so much fun. I don't want to get into this game and all of a sudden, nope, catching is back to what it used to be, where you have to run into the Pokemon. It goes to a separate area.
Yeah, right. No,
and then you have to battle and whittle it down and then throw the ball. Which, by the way, you still do that.
You can't.
In this game, you don't have to. You can just freely run away. I don't have to select a run button. I can just freely walk off. Now, again, we don't know. We don't know yet with this game. I'm already critiquing the game before we even know how it functions, how it works. But it's one of those. I really hope that they keep all of these Arceus mechanics.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And then meld in that traditional game, and that's my hope. And I just don't know that there's been enough time they were made at the same time.
Yeah,
I feel like they're just no, we're just taking Sword and Shield, and now it's open world, and that's fine. But then it's literally just traditional Pokemon, except now there's not straight paths you walk on to go between villages. Now it's here's the big area. It's the wilds, and they just put the towns in the wilds.
I really want to see a cave. I want to just walk into a cave in this game, because I don't know. I just think that's gonna be awesome. Just walk into this little tiny black hole, and all of a sudden poof, you're in somewhere else.
Yeah. So again, it's because I don't like traditional gameplay, but I love Arceus so much that I'm optimistic because it's what I've always wanted, but also Arceus has showed me that I didn't know what I want, and now I know what I want, and I'm scared to go back.
Right.
To just, hey, it's Sword and Shield, but open world now.
Right.
But I didn't like the gameplay in Sword and Shield, so why would the wild? Okay, cool, but I didn't like the gameplay in the wilds either. So why would I want more of that?
Yeah, you're right. No, for sure.
I want it blended, and I just don't think it's going to be blended. I hope I'm wrong, by the way.
Yeah.
I hope I'm dead wrong.
It'd be interesting to see what they
But-
do to fill some of this open space then too. If it's a pretty, if the map is pretty large, which I'm guessing it probably is.
I'm sure it's massive. Yeah.
Yeah. So it'd be interesting to see what they do to kind of give you, I don't know, maybe puzzles somewhere for something.
What are they gonna fill the world like?
I mean, I understand filling it with Pokemon, but at the same point in time,
you fill it with Pokemon. But I'm curious what they're gonna do for side quests.
Yeah.
Like one thing that people criticize in Arceus is that all the side quests are kind of the same, and I can see that to a point. So what are they gonna fill this world with side quests for? Like in the past, side quests didn't really feel like they almost were forced on you, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So how's this going to work?
shrines.
That's how 900 Korok seeds.
Yep.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. 900 ancient Pokeballs left over from Arceus that you got to find them.
Right.
Wow,
No.
you can't use them; they're broken now. Yeah, collect them. You get your golden piss cup this time instead of
yes.
the golden poop.
No,
Right.
no. So you gotta go collect eggs for it to create an executor. Execute.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, some people are already upset because they note on the website, oh yeah, only certain Pokemon from Pokemon Home can be transferred. Guys, why do we have to get upset about this every time?
Right.
They told us with Sword and Shield they're done with the national decks in every game.
Yeah.
So guess what? In no future,
done with the national deck. I mean,
there in no future game are you getting all your Pokemon. It's just the way it is. You can bitch and moan about it. It's not changing.
I never wanted that to begin with.
Well, yeah, but
I know that, and there's a lot of people that would hate me,
that do.
but I don't care. I
Competitive
never
scene
wanted that to
especially.
begin with.
Yeah. So it's a lot of, hey, you know what? You can keep moaning, but it's getting to the point now that was what 2019. It's 2022 now, guys. Clearly isn't changing.
No.
So you just move on then. For all the people that are like just bitching because they okay, well, Sword and Shield sold 20 plus million. Legends Arceus is probably over 10 at this point. Now they got a Gen 9 one. That one might break records. So
I'm kind of surprised though that they're releasing it this close and not seeing how far Arceus can run.
Releasing it this close, this shows two things. One, weren't sure Arceus was going to be a success.
Mm-hmm.
Two, releasing it this year is actually on their normal schedule for new generations.
Mm-hmm.
So they're just on the same schedule.
Okay.
So this tells me that they weren't willing to adjust their TV schedule or anything else, keeping that on the same schedule.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all it was. And now they're running a completely separate TV series. They announced for Legends Arceus. There's going to be a new series running specifically for the Hisui region. All new story, all new whatever. So, but again, and why are they doing that? Because Legends Arceus is a success, right? Now they probably had these decisions already in the works, but why would they announce it before Arceus came out? Wait to see how people react. Oh, it's one of the highest rated Pokemon games in a long time. Oh, it broke records in sales in the first weekend. Okay, yeah, we're definitely going forward with that animated series.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I'm excited. I actually am excited for this game. It's just I need to know and see more. And I think everything I'm scared of or unsure about, we will know before the game comes out.
It is good to see the Pokemon Company and Game Freak spreading their wings and actually, hopefully, still listening to their fans and stuff like that too. This gives me at least a hope for the future that, if this game isn't quite what we want, maybe the next one is, maybe the one after that. Hopefully not the one after that. But hopefully we get it within the next little bit.
What it is Arceus, and then this one being fully open world is more of the Pokemon Company is finally going in what appears to be a new direction.
Yeah.
And that is, and you could argue, the wilds and sort of, yeah, but it was just like smashing a few paths together. Like, it's cool, and the DLC was even better, but it'll be interesting. It's just going to be extremely interesting to see how this works. So I am excited. I just hope that it ends up being for me. And by the way, If I end up being critical of this in the future, note I'm not being critical of the Pokemon franchise or even this specific game. It's being critical that it's not made for me, and it's okay that it's not because Pokemon hasn't been made for me in a long time until Arceus came out, and Arceus was definitely my kind of game. It's like they went into my brain, ran some algorithms, figured out, oh yeah, poke, yep, okay, that works. Let's put that in a game. Love it. So, like Legends Arceus has me loving Pokemon again. So, yeah, this not being made exactly the way I want doesn't mean it's a bad game. What I'm trying to say, it just might not be made for me, and that's gonna be okay. But I hope it's made for me because, of course, I do.
Right
now, what's interesting is because this is considered a late 2022 title, and interesting they didn't say holiday 2022.
Right.
They said late.
So is
December.
that in between?
That means December to me.
Yeah.
Like what when you hear late 2022, what does that make you think? Like,
but then what's holiday?
Holiday's November. They always consider holiday.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Pokemon usually comes out in November, but they said late 2022. Now this could make you think. One thing it can make you think is it might get delayed. Okay. That's fair.
Yeah.
But setting that aside, assuming it comes out this year, what does late 2022 mean to you?
Black Friday.
Okay.
Black Friday to Christmas Eve. Probably somewhere in that area.
Okay.
So, I could see it releasing Christmas Eve.
I don't think that'd be a little crazy. A lot of stores are closed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd do that. That's like coming out on Thanksgiving when a bunch of stores now are no longer open on Thanksgiving. So they come out on Black Friday.
After people pissed and moaned about it, which yeah.
So I always perceive late in a year as 2022. If you're not just gonna come out and say holiday, then what you mean is December. Because like when they released now it's a completely different company, of course, it's Nintendo. When they released Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, they didn't advertise it as a holiday game. It wasn't. It was December. Because even though December, it's funny because December is when the actual holiday happens. That people are buying presents
for. Yeah.
But holiday period, they basically, especially in the United States, mean Black Friday, November.
Yeah.
So here's the thing: whether it comes out in November or December, the big question then is: does this impact Breath of the Wild 2 coming out?
It could.
Would they release them both in the same month? Is basically what we have to like. I think if it's a December game, that leaves November to Zelda.
No problem. No, yeah, for sure.
But
I've always thought Zelda would be a holiday game, anyways.
Oh yeah, we talked about that a long time ago. That's
right.
Like, okay, if it's next year, okay, and now it's next year, it's gotta be holiday. I mean, if it's earlier than that,
if we already hadn't gotten a release date by now.
And by the way,
a holiday game.
My thing is we also haven't gotten a delay announcement by now, which makes me think it's still coming this year. Now that doesn't mean they can't show it during the summer and be like, oh, now it's 2023. I mean, they can delay it any time.
No,
but
for sure.
I think Breath of the Wild 2 is extremely far along. So I think it'll be ready. Now, there is some thought that it could be ready this year, but because of all the other games coming out, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 comes out in September. You know, we're starting to run out of months that Zelda could be the big game. Really, that was left with the holiday, and then they announced this. So,
to me, though,
not that Zelda can't come on in December. By the way, Nintendo's already proven they can drop Zelda whenever, and it's going to sell.
Right. But how much crossover is there? I mean,
well,
I would assume there's probably
going to be some because one, they're both open world games now.
Right.
They're both sort of in the RPG genre. However, Pokemon's further into it in a different way. Zelda's more like an action adventure, but it has RPG elements. So, and they're on Nintendo. People worry. I think what happens is people worry that Nintendo games will cannibalize each other. And to that, I'll point to this. When Switch came out, Splatoon 3, Zelda, Mario Kart 8, which was a port, technically, all kind of came out within the same little 3-month period.
And they all blew up. The heck up. Yeah.
So, like, to me, I'm not so sure that they're, even if they came out the same month, they really cannibalize. Nintendo people that want both will just buy both. People that are only interested in one or the other one. Like,
I don't
like
think,
like Pokemon. This Pokemon game you announced doesn't replace Zelda for people that were looking forward to Zelda.
Absolutely,
it's not a replacement
for sure.
So like Zelda getting delayed would still be really disappointing, especially to me.
Mm-hmm.
But also I hype responsibly, and I know my Zelda history, and I know that console level Zelda games almost always get delayed past the original release date. So there's always that part of my mind that goes, 2023, yeah, that's normal. I just don't want normal. I want to actually that initial date you gave me to actually be true, Nintendo. It would be sweet. Can we break that cycle, please? Twilight Princess. Oh yeah, 2015. No, think about 2015 did it. Oh wait, no. Wait, no, that was Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Wild. Think about 2015 did it. Twilight Princess, 2004, then 2005, then 2006. Okay. Skyward Sword. Oh yeah, Skyward Sword. That's gonna come out. 2010. Oh wait, no, 2011. This is just what happens.
Yeah. No, for sure.
Just what Ocarina of Time gonna come out in 97. Now it come out in 98. Like this is like it's just what happens.
Yeah.
Like every time they give you a date, it's always delayed by at least a year. So I'm hoping that cycle is broken.
Right. No, for sure. Absolutely.
But but that's the thing. This getting announced makes a lot of people go, yeah, okay. That's it.
No.
That's it for Zelda this year.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think on this?
I don't think they're gonna completely cannibalize each other. Like you said, I think you got your Zelda fans that are gonna pick up the Zelda. You got your Pokemon fans who are gonna pick up the Pokemon. And you got the ones that are in between that are gonna pick up both. I think the number of people that need to decide between I can only get one game here. I can either get Pokemon or I can get Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's a whole lot of those.
I mean, I'm gonna probably buy both, but I would say that if Zelda's what I hope it will be, I'm not gonna be done before Pokemon comes out.
Oh yeah,
I'm not gonna have my fill. And also, because they're both open world, there is this situation where if Zelda blows my mind as much as it does, hopping into something that's more restrictive potentially. Like, is there free climbing in Pokemon? Probably not. Yeah. So the exploration's already going to feel more restricted,
right?
And because that's what some people were saying like about Horizon, because Horizon showed off some climbing segments in the initial trailer, but then you can't climb anywhere. People are like, oh man, and why do you feel like that's restrictive? Because a certain other game let you do it, and so now it feels restrictive to not be able to do that.
And the other thing too is
even if it's technically more realistic,
we don't know a whole lot of what's coming out after it either. There may be time where we hit a down spot. I mean, it hasn't really happened a ton with the Switch.
Switch's lineup is killer this year.
Right. Well, no, I mean, most years have been good. I mean, I don't
solid.
Really...
I mean, COVID years have been a little lean.
Yeah,
but the end of last year was solid, but
definitely not some of the worst years of Nintendo though. I mean,
you mean like Wii U launches and then we get no new exclusive game for 9 months?
Right.
9 months?
Right.
Holy crap.
Right. So there's
from launch, by the way.
So there may not be another big game for another couple months after these two come out, which may give you enough time to play them both anyways.
Maybe.
So I don't know. We just don't know. Again, we don't know
what's the whole hardware situation too.
Yeah.
If that's something that manifests this year.
But then
or even gets announced this year. Even if it doesn't come out this year. Is that going to impact anything?
Does that lean more towards the new hardware coming out again this year too? With those two big games coming out that time period?
Don't.
You're
teasing the tip right now. You're teasing.
I am, but
you're starting to become a bigger cock tease than my fiance, and that's a problem. That's a major problem.
Oops.
Okay, you know what, guys? I need to add a beating stick to the one of those bam. No, I want one of those bam ones that are just attached under the desk.
Too bad we don't have.
Rip it off, bam.
Too bad we don't still have our Ninjala
Sorry, I didn't think about enough props. We need more props for this.
Ninjala bats.
It's like I beat it off. I'll probably the one that get hurt.
Right.
I'll probably hit him from a bump back and hit.
Yeah. Right.
Oh god.
But yeah, I mean, I could see it with those two major games coming out. Why not?
Yeah, it definitely could happen. You know what is happening?
Oh wait, no. We're dressing in dragon doing the hula?
No.
Oh, okay. Damn.
As of 2 minutes ago,
Okay.
the Nintendo Switch turned 5 years old in the United States.
Holy shit. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. The very first Nintendo Switch was sold to Alex CND out at the Nintendo store. It's not Nintendo New York. Yeah, 2 minutes ago, 5 years ago. Now, technically, it was already released in Japan, a handful of hours earlier. But still, man,
Nice.
5 years, which means after today, we officially begin year 6.
Yeah, that's insane. I haven't stopped enjoying it.
5 years in.
The little I get to play it, I haven't stopped enjoying it. So there is that.
It also means it's 5 years for Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Congrats, Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Officially 5 years old, baby.
Yeah.
You made it. You're hitting. You're getting just out of those little toddler years.
Yeah.
I'm ready to be a school. You're gonna be a big boy now.
I'm a real boy.
You know what's crazy?
Well,
Thinking about this.
Yeah.
So my son's 6 years old, my youngest.
Uh-huh.
Man, the Switch is like as old as he is.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He
doesn't know a world we're switching. He doesn't.
Yeah.
That bastard does not know a world
where the Switch
where there wasn't a hybrid system that you could play with you and put on your TV.
Yeah.
He's never gonna know that pain.
Yeah. Or at least not remember.
That lucky
Obviously.
bastard. Just like he doesn't know doesn't know like what a world like is about a tablet. But whatever, those have been around a long time.
Right. Yeah.
That lucky kid.
Right.
He's gonna have the best years ahead of him, I swear.
Yeah.
So
No, for sure.
I mean, so hold on, stop. What am I even talking about? We're doing this wrong.
Nope. Okay.
We're missing the biggest anniversary of all.
Okay.
1-2 Switch is now 5 years old.
Oh shit. You're right.
5 years ago, at this time, I was turning a little Joy-Con to listen for clicks and unlock a safe.
Yeah. Played a little bit of that in the
By the way, I actually really do like 1-2 Switch, but
yeah.
Was Super Power
it around
was that a launch game? I think that might have been a launch game too. I had that
Possibly.
one. I had that one too. I didn't have it at launch. Yulia got it for me because there was a time for about 2 months that I owned physically every single Switch game. And then they started coming out too quickly and I couldn't afford them.
That happens.
How many amiibo you remember all the amiibo I bought?
Oh god.
I had like multiple bags coming out in launch. And then the launch video we do. Like think about the launch video. Like explain to people, because a lot of people didn't know who the hell we were back then.
Yeah.
Explain our launch video and how we got that set up in that little tiny.
Oh god.
We unboxed 2 Switches.
Yeah. I honestly don't even remember a whole lot from it.
Oh my god. It was the middle of the night.
Oh yeah.
And we're trying to get these videos out, which to me doesn't seem like a big deal now, but like I have no idea what I was
we're in
doing.
that tiny ass office.
We're using the little C920 little webcam.
Yep. Oh god, yeah. Yeah, you're right, yeah. Oh fudge.
We have no room for anything. Like it was bad.
Oh, yeah.
Like I look at this now, like look at all this space.
That's right. We took turns opening the boxes. That's right.
Here, I could add a whole other set. There's so much room in here.
Yeah, no, for sure. Oh. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, we did. We sat down, filmed. One of us filmed, and then one the other turned around, and then the other one sat down.
We couldn't both be on camera at the same time.
No, we didn't have.
There wasn't room.
Stands. Yeah,
there wasn't. And then eventually we somehow made room to do the podcast.
Yeah.
No. We did the podcast.
Yeah, we did the podcast at the bar. That's right. Yeah.
And then we painted that wall green in there so we could do it at the couch, and then we ended up not liking this, and then we did it at the bar.
Yep.
And then we did do some episodes that we tried when we were getting yelled at for you're too loud, you can't. Yeah. And like we had to transfer all the equipment. Oh my god. And then we eventually did squeeze into that little room. Remember that?
Yep.
Because we got yelled at by my fiance. We were too loud. You're gonna wake the kids. By the way. Kids didn't hear jack shit. No. Only she could hear because she's awake watching TV upstairs.
Right.
So of course she can, but the kids couldn't hear anything. They probably hear more of the room me being in.
I was gonna say we're right below them.
Yeah, they probably hear more of it now, but they never need to wake up to the stuff down here. Yeah, it's been a crazy fucking years for Switch.
That's insane. Just the growth of the channel, the everything,
The growth of and the thing about like okay, like my channel, you know, I go, yeah, the growth of the channel is crazy, but dude, like so many channels blew up during this whole thing.
Oh yeah,
You know, beat 'em ups. My God.
yeah,
Over the last 5 years, holy shit!
Yeah.
They explode. You know, Spawn Wave out of fucking nowhere.
mm-hmm.
You know, even Bob Wolf that you
Yeah.
met. No wonder he didn't talk to me anymore.
Yeah.
I wasn't present because
yeah.
I left my thing left my badge back at the thing.
Yeah.
But the most important thing to remember, even more important than your wallet at that point, because they'll let you in without you have a badge.
Yeah.
Oh man, so there's like that. I was like, so many channels, man.
Yeah. No, it's the
Switch
Switch has been good for a lot of things.
Great for Nintendo, most of all.
Oh, for sure.
So, man, what's some of your favorite memories involving Switch in the last 5 years?
Breath of the Wild at E3.
Oh,
I mean,
but that's technically on Wii U.
Yeah, I know, but
We
still,
didn't know what Switch was yet.
I know, but still,
I mean,
just for
technically, that's a Wii U memory.
I get it.
But what your fondest Wii U memory?
Yeah,
It's a Wii U memory.
Yep. But I don't know, just God, the midnight launch. That was a interesting time. Sitting inside of our GameStop.
Yeah, they were really prepared.
Yeah.
I gotta give them credit. The way they handled it, that was they had us literally walking out the door at midnight. Not walking in to get, walking out the door with it. Everyone in the store had their products, and they just basically stood at the door and said, "You can't leave yet."
And kind of watched us so we didn't open it.
Yeah. Well, you could look. You weren't allowed to open the box.
Right.
But there's all these weird rules because they didn't want to get in trouble.
No,
they probably weren't
obviously.
They probably weren't supposed to have us checked out with product in hand before midnight, like they did. But
yeah, but I mean, it
was really efficient.
Yeah, it was.
So
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, midnight. That's a midnight launch.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I went to a midnight launch. I did go wait in line to pre-order the Xbox. I remember that, but that wasn't a midnight launch. I was during the day, so yeah, man, I've not even done a single midnight launch since then. There has been some. There's been some, but like PlayStation 5 had one. No, like there's been midnight launches. I just can't remember if
I don't know if they're as popular as they were.
Well, okay, so midnight launches exist only if there's enough pre-orders. That's how it goes.
Okay.
So there has been, like, Mario Odyssey had a midnight launch.
Okay.
I remember that, but I think I bought that digitally at the time. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure I've been to like one or two, but I just don't have a lot of memories from it.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't as big. Like a console launch is always massive.
Yeah, no, for sure. Trying to think of what else there was. I mean, just getting hyped so many damn times in this podcast. And then
how much was the hype justified in the end?
What, 25% of the time, maybe?
For him. Yeah, hype possible.
Yeah.
Switch is,
it's a steam train.
I'm gonna go there.
Okay.
I think after Legends Arceus, I'm gonna go there. Switch is my favorite gaming platform of all time. Ooh. That's what's happened over the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Now, you can call recency bias. I was going back playing SNES games. SNES was my favorite for a hell of a long time. So why didn't recency bias blast me with the N64?
Yeah.
Love the N64. Why didn't recency bias blast me with the Wii or the Wii U? I freaking love the Wii U. GameCube.
We played the GameCube. Crap out of the GameCube.
Fuck out of the GameCube. Recency bias never got me then.
Yeah.
It was always SNES. SNES was always, but none could top SNES. And then Switch landed. And literally from day freaking one to right now, we have a semi-open world Kirby game dropping that fully 3D. That looks phenomenal.
Wow. That was actually perfect timing. The pre-order for Kirby popped up in the chat. That's actually perfect timing.
Phenomenal. Kirby in the Forgotten Land.
Yeah.
Xenoblade, phenomenal. We have another one, phenomenal. Astral Chain, phenomenal. Luigi's Mansion 3, phenomenal.
Oh, God, yeah.
Legends Arc, phenomenal.
That was a great memory too of going through that.
Yeah, the sports games have been, whatever, pissing me off. Okay, that's the sports game. Splatoon 3, phenomenal. Probably. Splatoon 2 was. I really liked ARMS. I hate fighting games, and I liked ARMS. The best Smash Bros. Game to ever exist.
The Smash Bros.
We'll never see again. We'll never see a crossover as big as Smash again.
Yeah.
Like, it's been insane. And that's not even getting to the amazing indie games. Or the crazy excitement over third-party ports that just felt impossible, like Doom Eternal. Felt impossible.
Yeah.
We got it, and it actually runs all right.
Yeah.
Like, it's just insane. And it's like, you think, because I think back then, oh yeah, well, back then you didn't have to get excited about getting a third-party game because you got all of them. And I know, and that's why SNES stayed at the top, because I got all the amazing exclusives and then also all the third-party games. And I loved all of them that I touched. There's always a couple that end up regretting playing, but you get those blockbuster rentals and you're like, oh, that wasn't worth it.
Nope.
Dang it, why'd I waste my one rental this week on that?
Yeah, right.
And I gotta tell my mom to take it back, and she's gonna yell at me, I just paid $5.
Yeah, right.
Sorry. Sucks. So what happens when all you got to do back then is judge it by, well, you can't watch it.
No.
So you just look at the box. That was literally how we judged games. You look at the box. It looked good because
you had pictures on the back, and
that was how you decided.
Yep.
Kind of like movies back in the day. That's how a lot of people decided movies. You'd look at the box. Oh, front. Okay, so you'd read a little bit of the back.
Synopsis on the back.
Cool, I guess that we'll get that. No idea if it's any good. No trailers back then unless you went to the movie theater. So yeah, it was interesting over the last 5 years, and I think Arceus is something that will put me over the top because every time I keep thinking, okay, what's my favorite Pokemon game of all time? Legends Arceus now. I think it's past Gen 1. I didn't think it was possible, but I think it's past Gen 1. My favorite Zelda game of all time. It's Breath of the Wild. Okay, that's on Wii U. Fine, use that argument. I don't care. Breath of the Wild 2, if it ends up being just as good, okay, cool. And that's my second favorite. Or my favorite. I don't know. We'll see where I rank it when I play it. What's my favorite Mario game of all time? Super Mario Odyssey. Yeah. And again, all of this sounds like recency bias, but it's not because it was Super Mario World for me for decades. Not even Galaxy Pack. And then, like, everything is just passing. Kirby in the Forgotten Land is probably going to end up being my favorite Kirby game just based on what I've seen so far. Yeah. Like, what the hell? My favorite Smash game is now on here. Like, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe to me is the best Mario Kart game that's ever existed, and now we're getting more DLC. Crazy amounts of DLC.
Absolutely crazy amounts of DLC. Yeah.
Almost all of my favorites are popping up on here, and I'm in my mid-30s. This is not something that, it's your nostalgia. No, actually, it's the opposite of nostalgia. It's not even that, you have a YouTube. No, I was doing fan site stuff back then, too. Stuff just like this in a different form.
Yep.
I don't know what it is. It's by the way, the games are obviously what I'm talking about, driving it.
No, for sure.
And then the convenience factor of where I am in my life, being able to just, hey, I'm in bed, I can play my Switch. Oh, hey, I'm in front of the TV, I can play my Switch. Oh, hey, my kids want to do X, Y, and Z. Oh, they want to go out and ride their bikes. Cool, I can play my Switch. I'll ride with them sometimes, and other times it's just around the block and drive, play my Switch. I'm on a plane, play my Switch.
I can ride my bike, no hated.
Like, I'm taking a dump, and it's going to be a long one. I don't grab a newspaper anymore, I grab a Switch.
Yeah, right.
You might go, oh, well, yeah, you don't read enough. So I'm in my mid-30s, I know how to read. Okay, I'll read when I want to read.
Right.
But it's just changed how much I can play as an adult. Because I've played more on Switch than any other Nintendo platform since I became an adult. It doesn't mean I gamed them. I used to play a lot of World of Warcraft even in my early 20s.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. I played some PC games, absolutely. Definitely played Xbox and stuff like that. Nintendo, I slowed down with for a long time. And then Switch came out, and it's my predominant platform by a lot. Like, yeah, I'll play Madden on the Xbox, but predominant platform is Switch. It's not even close. And I don't know. It just everything that comes out, I'm just so excited for it. My YouTube channel could die tomorrow, and I'd still be just as hyped for these games and buying them day one. I don't need an audience to play this shit. Throw it up on this nice 75-inch TV. I'll just sit in this room all day long until I get yelled at.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, I'll be a terrible example to my kids when I tell them, "All right, you only get like an hour today, Dad. You played for 7 straight." Yeah, I know. When you're an adult and you're paying bills, you can decide what you want to do.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
The classic
Dad, you don't have a
phrase.
YouTube channel anymore. You don't make money from that, and you lost your job because all you do is sit down and play video games. Exactly. Prime example. Don't waste your life playing.
Right.
We're become one of those parents. Don't waste your life playing.
Learn from me.
Learn from me. Just don't let it run your life. That's really. So yeah, it's. But yeah. I think I'm finally there that I can say it's my favorite platform of all time.
I'm probably right there with you. Which is
sure. What was yours? 64?
Yeah.
And see, there's always a nostalgia, but nostalgia is a positive feeling.
Yeah.
Because we had a lot more kind of game back then. Obviously, it's a different type of game with friends all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Where on Switch, I'm not necessarily doing that as much, even though you can.
Mm-hmm.
It's more an individual experience for me, and I just love it. I love it, and the reason I questioned you is because you haven't actually played a lot of games on Switch.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, I think everything you've played, you've liked.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's like, I don't think you've had a dud yet.
What
was the dud?
the one Lego game
We didn't even get into
okay.
Mario plus Rabbids.
Well, I mean, yeah.
And by the way, Sparks of Hope supposedly coming this year.
That's right.
Supposedly. We'll see. It still has a release date for this year. I think it's this lineup is
it's killer. It's killer.
Insane, this lineup.
It is killer. The only thing that could make it even more killer would be a Mario game.
Oh,
I mean,
3D. Yeah, a new one. Oh man,
an Odyssey 2 or even another spin-off of Bowser's Fury or
man.
Yeah, just another Mario game.
There's so many games.
That would be.
It's like all the blankness we've had for the last 2 years for certain times. It's just because of COVID. Now it's all piled in 1 year. Have a good day. And I'm ready for it. My wallet might not be, but my mind and my thumbs, and I want my hands to be.
Your body is Reggie.
I want my hands to be fully cramped by the end of the year. I want to have carpal tunnel because I did put the controllers down.
Right.
I'm at that age now. I want to feel the pain because I played so much games this year. Like, honestly, it's been pretty much Arceus now. Arceus. Kind of slow because we didn't have anything in February, but it definitely looks like this month moving forward. This is the month Kirby comes. Triangle Strategy this month.
Yeah.
We're in March. It's happening.
It's insane that we're already in March too.
It's happening.
Jesus.
From this month forward, I'm pretty sure there's going to be a major slap hit on Switch every month for the rest of the year now.
Wow. Yeah.
And by the way, you know what else comes out this year? Lego Skywalker Saga.
Yep.
And I know I'm already day one. That is definitively day one.
Yep.
So, what am I going to do? And like, on top of this, I got this YouTube thing, right? Like, I got to make a sponsored video tomorrow that you guys aren't going to see it until, I don't even know the exact date. I have to go look through my email chain. But like, I have to send it to him on Friday, I think, to go out Monday or Tuesday or something. And like, so on top of that, like, I'm trying to play the games I want to play. Then there's the sponsored videos, which I try not to pick up. Like, I hope you guys like. I did Turbo Shot, I think, back in Jan. Did any of you guys, let me know. Like, I'll check. Like,
right.
Try Turbo Shot. I actually just played it again like a week ago. I really like that game.
I want
I'm trying to pick up.
Actually looked really
when
good.
I do these sponsorships where I do a random featured video here or there that like, it's a game that actually is good.
It's going to be something that you would actually
that I would play if I had the time to play all games. Basically, if I did not have children, would this be a game I would make time to play? Yes.
Yeah, right.
I used to play a massive variety of games when I didn't have kids. Now that I have kids, I got to compartmentalize my time. So a lot of times the big games get the focus. Whereas like when I was younger, there was time for Earth, Moon, and Gem. There was time for golf on the NES. There was time for all these games that today I wouldn't even give the time of day to because I just don't have time to get into everything. Plus, obviously, a lot of these games are so much bigger and grander.
Oh, yeah,
and
for
take more
sure.
time, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, this. Oh man,
Yeah.
I'm getting chills, man.
It's
fifth,
nuts.
fifth
It's nuts.
anniversary.
It's crazy.
Any closing thoughts?
Hmm.
We had a hell of a show today.
Yeah.
No guest, obviously. You guys,
Yeah.
I knew this first show in the new set wasn't gonna have a guest immediately because this is the make sure this works before we throw in more complications.
Right. And we're still not
'Cause,
quite
like
fully
if we had a guest today, there would have been massive complications because I don't know how to get the audio yet because this new audio interface doesn't have the buttons like the other one, so I'm not sure how to hear ourselves in self monitor, let alone hear the guest. Got to figure that out. Basically, I get to read the manual because I didn't read the manual. I just slapped it on, plugged in the mic, and said, "We're good to go," right?
Right.
Actually, it worked. As far as I'm aware, there's no hiccups and no one's yelling at us in the chat. Besides a small slight little echo that has to do with the room. So.
F and chat.
F in the chat for me not being able to directly monitor. And I have no idea how this sounds. So.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you gotta read them. I'm like, oh, let me turn on the air button. That's it. Wait,
That's
how?
not there.
How? There's clearly an indicator for it.
It's not on the bottom.
So is it on the back?
Yeah.
And there's no buttons back here. So I don't know. Which tells me it's probably a software thing that I don't have installed.
Fun.
And I do it through software. But then how? Do these press in? Nope. Do they pull out? No. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Makes no sense to me. That's what I get to figure out for the next show because we will have a guest and I have to have it working. So
Yeah.
we'll go from there. At least there's an actual spot to plug the headphone in still. So
Yeah.
that's good.
Right. Yeah. It's good to be back.
Good to be back.
Good to see you guys.
Yeah, 2 weeks for you.
Yeah.
Half a month, buddy.
Yeah. Right. Oof.
What have you been doing?
Oh, fudge. Which I gotta remind you,
You're gonna miss some more?
I'm gonna be gone not next week but the week after.
Sweet.
Yeah. So to remind you. I know I told you a while ago, but that was a long while ago.
That was really long.
Yeah.
I remember though. Man, this guy keeps himself too busy. I think it's time to replace you, man.
Yeah. Right. I mean,
I want to get Judy from next door to come over.
there you go.
Love Judy. She's so nice. She
Why
knows
not?
nothing about
Why
video
not?
games. She'll probably tell us all about knitting though.
No.
She's like a knit master.
Dude, a knitting podcast.
A knitting podcast.
Heck yeah.
She'll knit while I talk about games.
She'll, dude, get her to
Then
knit
I'll play a
something
game while she talks about knitting.
Yeah, get her to knit something for the wall.
Back and forth. I want to be drunk. I've been there. It's just Abigail. I can tell you that at some point this week, either tomorrow or Friday, I will be having a live stream. And I bought some new booze. The booze has been replenished. And it's going to be a celebratory stream because it will be basically the studio's done.
Yeah.
And so I will be having a standard drink in between. You guys know it's very rare that I'm actually drinking just a random drink of actual alcohol. Well, it's always, oh, you got a super chat to even make me do a shot of beer. And I got a special celebratory drink I'm going to be doing. And I bought quite a bit of the mix to make it happen. So I expect to have quite a few of them just on my own.
Do you realize that Purple Crank is illegal, right?
You know what? See, they did ask for my ID. And I thought it was weird because I'm like, it's just cough syrup.
Yeah, right?
I'm old enough to buy it, clearly. Maybe not 20 boxes at once, but when I hand them a pound of Jolly Ranchers followed up by 20 bottles of, it's kind of a red flag.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Making a whop out of cough syrups and Jolly Ranchers.
I miss WAP.
Yeah.
I miss WAP.
I can message one of my old college friends to see if he still has his recipe.
I know how to make some good WAP. The thing is, the reason that WAP is like, you gotta have a party, you gotta have a gathering.
Yeah.
And I just don't have a gathering. I guess, or do I make my own private WAP? so I can celebrate with you guys as I drink it, and you guys get to watch on and jealousy
Lord.
and can't have any.
Yeah, right.
Oh man, the swap is great. You know the swap could use another shot. Not enough. Not enough.
Oh Lord.
Oh my gosh. Oh man. Anyways, guys, it's been fun. Let me know obviously down in the comments your honest thoughts on the new set. Obviously, it's a lot different than the old one, right?
It is.
More simplified and technically not finalized. We're gonna have different graphics that are going on back here eventually. Something up on this wall back here. You might see some rotating stuff down here. It might be a little fun game to see. Ooh, what's down here? Some things will always be down here. Like you see the Xbox Series S.
Mhm.
That's just where it goes. But like I have a link down there right now. There's a Yoshi cling. Did anyone notice that Yoshi's just chilling down there?
Yeah.
Yulia wanted to know. She was so proud of that Yoshi. She's a big Yoshi fan. She put
Yeah.
it there. So I'm
Yeah.
putting this there. It's Yoshi.
Hey,
To be fair, hey, that Zelda thing, I've had that now for 11 years.
Yeah.
It's been transferred on 3 doors, 2 walls, and 4 homes.
It's crazy.
And Yulia, as I was figuring out what to do with the door, that because it used to be on the door to our old office, Yulia's like, I got an idea. She rips it off and shoves it up there. It finally lost the stickiness, though. We actually had to use some tacks to hold it up. But still,
It actually works pretty well. It fits right in that space.
yeah, it's perfect. And we wanted one for the other side. It's like all we could do is buy the exact same one. Yeah, no thanks. So, you know, the company that printed these exact ones don't print them anymore. So, whatever. We'll figure out something. So the thing is, because she wanted to do a link over here, and she's like, let's put Zelda over there. And I'm like, making this sound like a Zelda podcast again. I'm not gonna lie. I already have link down there, link there. I got link the dog.
Link the dog. Yeah, link the dog.
Let's just Zelda it all up. But I told her I feel like if I linked that, I should have Mario over here. But
yeah,
I got shot down with that. So you know what? By the way, she is my set designer. So if you like the set, you can thank her. Although I will say, no, okay. There is a story behind the TV. I have a dream. I have a dream. Not that kind of dream. That dream is so far beyond what I do here. I want a video wall. And I want it bad. And I've been wanting it since I started doing YouTube. And they're $20,000. And probably within like 2 years of being here, I probably would have invested enough money that I probably could have just saved up and just bought a fucking video wall. But in lieu of that, I have a 75-inch TV. That makes up almost enough space that it's a video wall. Now, if I scoot over into the middle and it's just me and I frame it right, it will look like a video wall.
Yep.
But I want a video wall for podcast reasons. So it has to be a wider shot, which means it needs to be bigger. Damn it. Whoop. But, oh no, Yulia just going, you know what? How about instead of a video wall, since obviously it's stupidly expensive, let's just buy a stupidly expensive TV. I'm like, you mean, shouldn't this be in our living room? Our living room TV kind of sucks at. Nope. Kids will ruin it. Put it in here.
You're right. At least it's behind a nice ass lock.
Oh, but yeah, so it's basically the video wall without being the video wall.
Yeah.
But hey.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys like it. A big theme for my sets, if you can't tell, is simplicity. And I know not everyone likes it because people fell in love with the old set and how complicated it was. But everything about this setup is simplicity, simplicity, simplicity. Yulia walked in here earlier today when it was almost done. It is still in an almost done state. And she goes, wow, there's so much space in here. I'm like, you're welcome. I know you're going to like this place now. The only thing that sucks is if we watch sports in here, I don't have anywhere to sit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's okay, because technically we can watch it on that TV in there as well.
Yeah.
The cable box is going to be in there now, too. So
Okay. Fair enough.
So that'll actually be actual live.
Yeah.
But anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm the Robot Jets from This Prime. You can find our podcast everywhere podcasts are heard. I know we're behind.
Yes.
Okay, because literally the last podcast I did, it was immediately after the podcast started tearing down. Because we thought the carbon people were coming right away, or the flooring people, and then there was delays. Anyways, the point is that I don't have it up yet. Now that we're back in the studio, tomorrow I will get probably both episodes up. Screw it. Try to do one in the morning, one in the evening. try to schedule them out. So there's, anyways, I'm gonna try to get them up on the podcast channel and get the audio versions up. So thank you guys so much. I hope this sounded okay.
Yeah.
I'll listen back through a little bit of it tomorrow and see what improvements I can do for some of the echo. Yeah, I have some ideas. We'll see what the execution is on that. Thank you guys for tuning in. You can follow me on Twitter at Ninty Prime. Hopefully you enjoyed this late night edition of our podcast. And we'll catch you next episode?
Yeah.
Next episode. Peace.
Later.
Da 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 da. I still didn't add an ending button.
Yes, you
I'm
do.
supposed to hit a button that ends the stream and plays your beautiful music, but instead you get me going like this. Da 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 da. It's still not over.
Oh boy.
I need that button.
Good
I need that
Lord.
button.